Hello guys, and today I will give you the best, the worst, and somewhere in between of 4 different brands that includes Swiss Arabian, Mancera, Bond No. 9, and F9. The ones that I will give you is the ones that you should start your collection with first and the ones you should start your collection with last. The first house that we're going over is one of probably my second favorite Middle Eastern fragrance, and that house is F9. Now the best from the house is Highness 6. Now in this you get a lot of ambergris, you get a lot of smoky notes, you get some spicy notes, and you get this nice lovely lavender that in my opinion is one of the better summer aquatics out there. Dark, smoky, fresh, and spicy. And that's the best from the house, and that's Highness 6. Now to me, the worst from the house, and I really regret buying this, but it was a gift from my daughter. She gave me a gift card, so I used it to buy this, and that is Highness X. Now if you can get past that opening, now the opening is actually pretty good for about the first minute, then it becomes kind of sour, kind of too smoky, too sweet. Probably 3 hours in, 2 hours in, that's when it becomes nice. But to me, I can't stand that part about 2 minutes in up into about 2 hours. So the worst from the house, and I wouldn't advise getting this. Although it received high ratings on a couple of sites, I don't like it, and some of you I don't think would like it also. Too smoky, too sweet. Highness 10. Now the one that fits somewhere in between, and the reason it fit in between because it's just a linear scent. Some of you might like it, people around you would love it, especially guys, and that's Highness White. Now you get a lot of patchouli, you get some oak moss and some oud. Very linear, but it's a very nice scent. Beast Mode fragrance, and that's Highness White. The next house we're doing is Swiss Arabian. And guys, look, I don't get paid from Swiss Arabian. None of these fragrances was sent to me. Purchased every last one with my money. So I'm telling you my honest opinion. Get these 2 fragrances before everybody start talking about them and they jack the price up. I'm gonna give you 2 best from the house. One I wore yesterday at work, and I walked into this office and I was getting an assignment from this lady, and she was 2 feet away coming to me, and she just cursed. She like, "Blank, you smell so good." And that fragrance is Amber 07. And I did a video on this fragrance about my blind haul. Of course, this started off with amber. You're gonna get some cinnamon, you're gonna get some dried dates. So it's very unique amber fragrance that women will love on you, and I think everybody around you will enjoy. Now this is sweet, woody, creamy, and it's fruity. Very nice fragrance, and that is Amber 07. The other best from this house, I came home and took a shower, and of course I wore this again the same day, which was yesterday on a Friday. We went out to a cigar bar and I had this on, and one of the guys I hang out with, he smelled a lot of fragrances that I wear. Well, he asked about several fragrances, but he emphasized this fragrance. He said send him the link, and I sent him the link because he said he was going to purchase, and I told him, wait, before you put this in your cart, add Amber 07 also. So total, he paid about $100 for 2 fragrances from Joma's shop. It's one he really loved, one he gave me a compliment on. He said he had to have it, and that is Oud 01. Now up top you get this nice raspberry with cinnamon. You get oud that makes it, give it a little animatic to it, and those are notes that you're gonna pretty much get throughout the fragrance. You get a little bit of rose here, but it's a very nice fragrance. Now this is very spicy, very woody with that oud. It's resinous, and it has a little animatic. Amber 7, Oud 01 are my best from Swiss Arabian. Now the worst from the house, and I know a lot of YouTubers did some videos on this, it's not a good fragrance to me. It has the same basic Middle Eastern vibe that you get in a lot of Middle Eastern fragrances, and that is Shanghauf Oud. Now you get a lot of rose, you get a lot of saffron, you get oud with praline, and you get a lot of vanilla. Now this is a sweet, creamy gourmand. There's nothing special about it at all. It's actually too sweet for me, and one that don't get no play for me, and that is Swiss Arabian Shanghauf Oud. I wouldn't advise it, but if you just get into Middle Eastern fragrances, it's probably a good starter, but to me, nah, I pass. Shanghauf Oud. Now the one that fits somewhere in between, and that is Oud 74. The reason it fits somewhere in between because you smell this up close and you might not enjoy it, but smelling it through the air, you will love it. People around you will love it. They will give you compliments. In this, you get a lot of oud, you get some vanilla, you get some rose, saffron combo. Very nice, smell elegant, very smooth. It's spicy, it's woody, has a little floral to it. One I think you will enjoy. One I think you will enjoy, but it falls somewhere in between. That's Oud 74 from Swiss Arabian. Now the next house we're doing is Bond No. 9. I own about 5 or 6, maybe 7 Bonds. I've owned several in the past, probably about, I would say 10. I sold a lot of them. And the best from the house, it could have came down between 2 fragrances, one that I don't have, so I won't include in this list, and that's New Harlem. With that, you get a lot of chocolate, pancakes, It's gourmand, very spicy, very sexy fragrance. One that's very mass appealing, but I don't have that anymore, so I'm going with Riverside Drive. Now looking at the ratings on this, sometimes that's why you don't trust ratings. Now this smells so good. I received a lot of compliments on this from women, from guys, every time I wear this. With this, you're gonna get pineapple, and it's nothing like a vintage, so don't get it confused. So you get this juicy pineapple, and the basil was really set this apart. The basil smells so authentic, so spicy. To add some oomph to that pineapple, so it's sweet, fruity, spicy, green, it's woody, and it's fresh. Very unique fragrance. Compliment fragrance. If you love a basil fragrance with some sweetness from some pineapple, don't listen to the ratings. Check it out for yourself. It might be discontinued, but if you can find it, check it out. I think you'll enjoy it. That's Riverside from Bond Number 9. Now the worst from this house, I had it. I put it up for sale, and it took me months to sell it. And then I went back and looked at the guy who I sold it to. It took him years. I don't know if he sold it to today. But the worst from the house, and I don't own it anymore, that's Hot Always. Candied cinnamon. You're going to get patchouli. It's a patchouli-dominated fragrance. Just throw it together. One I advise you stay away from. Fragrance that comes anywhere in between. It's a nice summer white, kind of salty, and that is Montauk from the Andy Warhol collection. Now with this, you get some fruity blueberries. You're gonna get ambergris. You're gonna get this honeysuckle note. Now this is also rated low. Stay away from the ratings. It's fit somewhere in between, but it's a nice summer fresh scent that I think you would like, and that is Montauk from the Andy Warhol collection. Now the last house that we're going over is Mancera. Now it's the best. I could have easily put Oud Lemon Mint in it. With this, you get mint, get a nice bright lemon note. You get some almonds. It's a very sexy scent, and you get some spices from coriander. But it's a very sexy scent, one I always gonna compliment, and one I think you will enjoy. And that's one of the best from Mancera. If you don't have it, check it out. Oud Lemon Mint. Another best from the house is Instant Crush. You get a lot of that saffron, like in Baccarat Rouge. You get some vanilla, but what sets this apart is the ginger. You get a lot more vanilla in the base, and it sets it apart from Baccarat Rouge to me, a better smelling version, a more sexy version, and that is Instant Crush. Now this is sweet, floral, spicy, and creamy. One I think you will enjoy, Instant Crush. Now the worst from the line, I'm gonna classify this not being the worst, but the worst for men in my opinion, because it's a feminine fragrance, and that is Sicily. Smell really good, but too bad it smells too feminine. You get a lot of fruits, you get a lot of citruses. Now this is one of the best citruses, fruit fragrances, more made for women. So ladies, if you want a nice citrus fruity fragrance that gonna smell good on you, has some floral notes of jasmine. That's one reason I think it leans more feminine, but it's one I think the ladies will enjoy. You get a lot of burn on YouTube from guys, but to me on my skin it's too feminine, and that is Sicily. One that fits somewhere in between. You're gonna get compliments on it, but the reason it fit in between, copy of a popular niche brand, and that is Wild Fruits. Now this smell almost identical to Silver Mountain Water. When this you get more fruits, but it has that same DNA, a lot of the same nuances that makes it smell the same, and that's Wild Fruits. Alright guys, if you enjoyed it, let me know in the comments. Please don't forget, stay safe, and I will see you soon. Peace.